Hmm. Confidence, uh, arrogance, being up yourself, being humble. So most of us don't want to come across as arrogant or stuck up. A lot of us want to become across humble, and we disacknowledge our feats and our goals that we've reached on a one-on-one basis. We think it's a bad quality to have, being confident. And I'll come back to that a little bit later. But I mean, who wants to be known as that guy or that girl that's so stuck up? Um, but I mean, if we don't do it individually in terms of being proud of who we are and what we do, then who else is going to do it? Disregarding family members, teachers, coaches. I'm really talking about the outside world. Think back to how confident you are or how encouraged you get when someone maybe you don't even know or somebody who you have an association with says, hey, you've done really well at this. Keep it up. Keep pushing or whatever. You will. You get a sense of more a sense of achievement than if it's yourself telling you that you've done well. Um, and we become used to not encouraging ourselves and not pushing ourselves after we've completed something that we've aimed for until that moment somebody outside of the circle sends praise towards us. And that's just one of the things that we learn or that we teach ourselves. I mean, who doesn't put who hasn't put a status on Facebook thinking, oh, yep, this is going to be a good one. I'll get heaps of likes on this, or oh, this is a good Instagram photo. I'll get heaps of likes on this. And when you do, you feel awesome. You feel like, yeah, I've really done, what I wanted to set out. But instead of allowing everybody else to make you feel that way, imagine if you can make yourself feel that way all the time. Imagine the things that you're going to achieve when you set your goal, you get there, and you can make yourself feel as though 50 people you don't even know has acknowledged it. We are humble people. A lot of us are. Um, the thing is that we become too humble. I've got a number of clients throughout New Zealand, throughout Australia, a couple in the US, and one even in the Middle East. And every single one of them is an amazing individual on their own right. But many of them, they're so respectful and thoughtful, humble beyond words, yet they still don't feel confident in themselves. Because we've taught ourselves that as a general part of society that you're not meant to be big-headed because you come across arrogant if you're too confident. But let's face it, how often does somebody outside the circle give you praise? When you get it, you feel ecstatic. So if you can make yourself feel that way, you're going to work towards your goals a heck of a lot more. And saying all that, I was one of those types of people. I was proud and satisfied and felt fulfilled and humble to be low key. I was proud to do that. But have a think about what I just said. I was proud and satisfied for being humble or being low key. So it made me feel good to do that. So it's sort of contradicting everything I've just said. But the thing is that it put me in a position where I would stay exactly where I was. It didn't make me more confident at doing things. It didn't help me develop as an individual to set goals even further than what I had before. Going back to when I mentioned the times when somebody else has complimented you or congratulated you, even something as little as letting you in when the cars are backed up for 200-300 meters, you feel a sense of enjoyment or joyfulness. You feel good. You feel proud. You feel happy. Imagine if you could implement that in yourself. Yeah, I went to the gym today. I smashed it out. Tell yourself that. Don't have your training partner telling you that or the receptionist telling you that. You know, have you studied hard today? You'll know whether or not you have or not. And if you have, praise yourself for it. Feel good about what you've done. Hold your head high. Face the world with confidence. When was the last time you actually went crazy over something by yourself that you've been aiming for without somebody else having to initiate it? I'm not talking about a PlayStation game or anything like that. Believe in yourself. Now, a lot of people think that I come across arrogant or that I come across up myself. But the thing is, I put this to them or even to you if you think that you're the same in terms of thinking that you're too arrogant. And the thing is, I follow a lot of people on the internet and on YouTube just to keep my mind ticking over and learning new things or opening up the box that I mentioned about yesterday, opening up things to try and learn in a different way. One of the people that I do follow a lot is Jared Grossman. And he clears up the following very simply, and I can understand it clear as day. Confidence versus arrogance. Arrogance is rubbing it in to other people to make them feel bad about themselves or to make them feel little and all of that type. Whereas confidence is when you use your talents, your skills, and your abilities to make yourself feel good, to better yourself, to reach those goals that you've set and beyond. So start being confident, start rewarding yourself, start praising yourself, start giving yourself a high five. And the more you do that, the more confident you'll get, the more goals that you'll reach, the higher the goals will be set. Try and make yourself feel as though you've got 50 people giving you, comeuppance about everything that you've done. Because that way you really will push and push and push.